Well, people, guess what? You're not being punked. This is not Ashton Kutcher. It's back. It's back, baby. It's back. It is back. You've asked for it. You've wanted it. You've petitioned for it. In my own words, hottest show in the streets, talking your Bama football news, and it's back. Yours truly, back with TDA, Stephen M. Smith, back doing the show. In my own words, I'm excited, but I'm also so humbled by you, the Alabama football fans. Y'all wanted this back, and I've missed you guys. I have thoroughly and greatly missed you guys. And to have this back, to have this opportunity back, for you to have wanted this show back and have called me and texted me and have reached out to me, this has been a long time coming. But guess what, family? We have it back. Something that you wanted, something that I've wanted. We all want it together as a family. It is back. So we celebrate this together. Hottest show in the streets are coming back. We got a lot of stuff to get into. Right now. Got some big time topics. Number one, we know Bama, Oklahoma this weekend, Bryant-Denny Stadium on Saban Field. Can the run game get right? Can the Alabama rushing attack get right? That's a big question. There's a name out there that's being rumored, talked about. A former top 100 recruit could be let off the leash in this game. We will see how this plays out here. We're going to also get into the Alabama defense. Kane Womack has had this defense go up against some mobile, athletic quarterbacks this season. Lenora Sellers of South Carolina, Joey Aguilar of Tennessee, Diego Pavia of Vanderbilt, Tommy Cascanagas of Florida State. Now you face another one in John Mateer of Oklahoma. Can this Bama defense tee off and get this done? And then last but not least here, the Crimson Tide has two players that will be game-time decisions defensively for this matchup between Bama and the Sooners here. We'll get into that as well. Also, your phone calls. Pick up the phone, baby. It's back. Your phone calls. You see the number? 205-448-1358. And I'm going to call in to let your voice be heard on the show. 205-448-1358. And one more time, 205-448-1358. Want to hear from you. Daily Super Chat Go $100. Daily Super Chat Go $100 right there. I'm just so thankful to be back with all of you. And before we even jump into anything, we got to go here to the comment section right now to read some comments. We got my guy Jackson Johnson 979 from the voice of college football. Jackson Johnson right here. What's up, Crimson Tide Nation? Appreciate you, Jackson, being a part of the show. We got my girl Erica B, CEO. Yay! We're back. Erica, we are back. And thanks to you and all of you, we're back in here, rocking and rolling, talking Bama football. Jackson Johnson comes back with let's go. Let's go. We're talking your Crimson Tide against Oklahoma tonight. We got my guy, Waylon, godfather of the SEC, the Blue Ridge Gang. He's back in the saddle, everyone. That is referring to me. I am back, rocking and rolling right here. Appreciate Waylon right here. Erica B, we are back, baby. Yes, we are back. We got my man Waylon shouting out Jackson right there. We got my guy Tevin Watson with the welcome back. Appreciate you, Tevin. Welcoming me back here into the picture here. We got my guy New. We got my guy New 0331 digging that. We're back in here. We're digging it, man. We're digging it right here on the show. We got GT 18-68 Roll Tide. The one, the only, Mr. Stephen M. Smith. Happy to be back, GT. So thankful to be back. We got Erica B with the first super chat of the show's return. How about that? $5 donation from Miss Erica B. And the show's return right there. And then we got my guy Waylon in the show's return with the $9.99. Let's do it. And a super sticker right there. We got, oh, wow. Oh, wow. She's got, I see you. We got Miss Mimi right here. I think that's my wife, Mia. That is my wife there. I see you with all of the U's there. So shout out to my wife there getting that in the comments right there. Let's see here. We got here Gucci Todd with a yes. So how about the shows being back here? Absolutely. Gucci Todd got the yes for the show being back. Jackson Johnson with $15 down. 85 to go in terms of the super chats there. Super chat go $100. Daily super chat go for the night $100 right here. Appreciate every last one of you being a part of the show. We got Justin Sutherland, Roll Tide Steven. Great to have you and the show back. Great to be back, Justin. Great to be back in here. Great to be back in here. Great to have all of you guys back in here. You guys continue getting your comments in. We got my guy, Timo. We got my guy, Timo Land. The man is back. Roll Tide. Hey, Tim No Land 3559. Happy to be back, brother. Happy to be back controlling the ones and twos here. We got Trishane 38. Let's go. Trishane, happy to have you here on the show. It is time. Me. It's time to talk some football. We're going to get into it right now. It is time to talk some football here on the show and on the channel. Once again, that number to call in, 205-448-1358. Number to call in to get your voice be made known, 205-448-1358 here. But what we're going to do right now, we're going to slide in first off to the first topic here of conversation. So as you guys continue to get your thoughts in, first topic of conversation tonight, can Bama's run game get right here against Oklahoma? And that's been the conversation all week. Is Alabama's rushing attack. It has not generated one consistently all year. We've seen the jet sweep motion with Jeremy Bernard and Ryan Williams, sometimes Lottie Brooks. We've seen there have been moments where Jam Miller has been good, but we've also seen moments where Jam kind of dances around, doesn't really press the hole the way that he needs to. Now, I know the biggest part of Jam's game, the best part of Jam's game is his pass blocking ability, can also catch the ball out of the backfield, but you got to have that ability to press the hole running the football behind this offensive line. And yes, the offensive line needs some work as well. More times than not this season, they have not gotten the push that they need to get. So it's a bit of both happening here. But the biggest back on your roster, your most physical guy is Daniel Hill. Absolutely. And we've seen the impressiveness of Kevin Riley. So proud of him going from being the fifth string back on the roster in fall camp to emerge into whether it be a coin flip between he and Daniel Hill, the number 2 guy on the roster behind Jim Miller. So despite all of this, the name that's been talked about this week, the rumors have gone on. There is a former top 100 recruit from the state of Mississippi that's gotten a lot of buzz this week. That guy is none other than A.K. Deer. It's been a lot of talk. Will A.K. Deer be let off the leash? Will A.K. Deer be let off the chain? Will A.K. Deer be able to run wild here against Oklahoma? And here's a young man that has played in only, 2 games this season, does have 7 carries for 85 yards. He had the huge touchdown run there against Louisiana Monroe earlier in the season, but we haven't seen much of A.K. Deer. And that's what has me thinking, is this a situation where Ryan Grubb is saving him for a big moment, right? Is he not diving into the bag of heavy artillery just yet? And if he chose to not dive into the bag of heavy artillery just yet, is this the game where you see A.K. Deer? Because when you look at Oklahoma's defense, they're 3rd in the country in sacks. They're one of the top defenses in terms of pass defense. So they're going to want to come after Ty Simpson. Brent Venables, one of the best defensive-minded head coaches in all of college football, he's going to want to come all out after Ty Simpson. And so with that being said, it's going to be good to see to get A.K. Deer rolling on this Oklahoma defensive front. Because if he can have a game where he goes over 100 yards rushing, not only does this put you as an Alabama fan at ease where you're having balance offensively, you're able to have a run game to go with your pass game, right, and taking down Oklahoma. But the big thing here would be Bama would have a 1-2 punch. Bama would have a legit 1-2 punch at running back when you talk Daniel Hill and A.K. Deer. You would have a legit 1-2 punch. So that's another piece of this puzzle. That's another piece of the pie of the conversation when you talk Deer. It's not just having the balance here of the run and pass game. It's not just, being able to run the football successfully, but it's having that 1-2 punch between Deer and Daniel Hill. So it's going to be very interesting to look at this. Now, is Ryan Grubb saving A.K. Deer for a better moment, or is it just is it time to see this young man being let off the chain? Is it time to see this young man being let off the leash and really see what this young brother can do? Because we haven't seen much of him, and you want to have a true evaluation of A.K. Deer. Yes, he was good in high school, but now that you're in college football, Southeastern Conference football, most importantly, Alabama football, you want to have those reps, those opportunities, that game time on the field, so that way you can have a firm evaluation. You can have a firm tape on you. You can have a firm opportunity in terms of the coaching staff looking at you and being able to say, okay, we need to use him more. We got to put him out there on the field more. We got to have more reps for this young man. But folks, I want your thoughts in the comment section. Is it time to unleash the Deer? Is it time to put A.K. Deer on the field and let this brother run wild here against Oklahoma, so that way we can truly start to put together an evaluation on him, because the brother is talented? Let me know what you feel in the comment section right now. But we're going to take a quick break here on the show. When we get back, we go to our first call segment to bring back the show. Don't touch that dial, folks. We're going to get to your calls right after this.
You an Alabama fan?
I sure am, Roll Tide.
Do you have the TDA app to stay up to date with Alabama football news?
No, I don't.
Well, you're not a real Alabama fan, are you, buddy?
If you're a true Alabama football fan, you should have this app. Get all of your Crimson Tide updates, news, and information all in one app with notifications sent straight to your phone. The TDA app, the app for Alabama football fans.
Thank you for tuning in. Show your support right now by clicking that like button. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button now and enable all notifications to make sure you don't ever miss any of the best Alabama football news, notes, and information right here on Touchdown Alabama.
And we are back, folks. We're back to the action from that break there. Hottest show in the streets, back. Talking your Alabama football in my own words, yours truly, Stephen Smith of TDA. Thankful, grateful, happy, humble to be back here on this platform with you. At Daily Super Chat Go, $100. Daily Super Chat Go, $100 right there. We appreciate that from all of you. But right now, we're going to go to everybody's favorite thing. We're going to go on the phone lines to grab these calls. We take our first call of the night. Guess what, baby? You are live on the show. You're live, baby. State your name, where you calling from. How are you feeling tonight?
Hey, Steven, it's Daniel from Phoenix City. How are you?
Daniel, I'm doing great, man. Doing great, brother. Most importantly, doing absolutely happy getting a chance to talk to you right now. What's up?
Man, so you talk about this running game. So I know you've seen the same things I have this past week.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say, first off, I think, some people are saying it's the back. Some people saying it's the O-line. I say yes. Because, I'm sure you've seen the same thing. Well, last week, I believe it was, there was a play with Williams and I believe a Jam, where if they would just follow the blocker, they'd get, especially the play with, I think it was Williams behind Roberts, if you're familiar with what I'm talking about.
Yes.
If the ball is Jaden Roberts, that's probably pretty good chance that's a touchdown. And
right.
Another one that probably was Roberts as well, I think with Jam. Same thing, you at least get way more yardage.
Absolutely.
I haven't paid as much attention to it. First off, where do you stand with that? Do you think I know we had this issue even last year, but you have Haynes, who last year kept running into people's butts, and this year he's killing it. So the question is, do you think it's just the backs or the O-line, or what do they need to do to fix that?
I think, Daniel, it's a myriad of both, right? Number one, you got to get the right O-lineman out there, and you can't be overly rotating guys. Because with the offensive line, that's the one area of college football I understand it's hard to evaluate at times, but with the same coin, you got to have cohesiveness. You have to have continuity, and you can't have continuity just switching guys around. So you got to get your best five linemen playing on one accord. Now, the good thing is for Alabama, you do get Cam Dewberry back this week for Oklahoma. Cam Dewberry, he's nasty. He's physical, the former Texas A&M transfer. So to have Cam Dewberry back is a big deal. Having Jaden Roberts is a big deal. I want to see more of that guard, center, guard, that interior push, right? I need to see more of an interior push, knocking guys back up front from the guard, center, guard perspective. From the tackle standpoint, we've seen Caden Proctor do well in run blocking there. On the right side, I would like to see more Michael Carroll. I know Wilkin Formby, you want the best from Wilkin, but I kind of want to see the freshman Michael Carroll. He brings a bit more meanness on that outside island there at right tackle. But for me, just the center guard, just the guard, center guard, when you look at Jaden Roberts, Parker Brailsford, Cam Dewberry, I want to see straight up physicality from that angle.
Right. Everything you said, I believe, is accurate. Another thing I would, again, this is what everybody's talking about, but again, I agree. The interesting thing here is Oklahoma's run defense, which Alabama doesn't have a run game. but they got a pretty stellar passing game. How do you see that Oklahoma secondary holding up to Bama?
So here's the thing right here. For the Oklahoma secondary, that's going to start, Daniel, with Oklahoma's defensive front. They are third in the nation in sacks. So you have to figure Brent Venables is going to dial up the pressure. He's going to want to get the Ty Simpson early and make him uncomfortable, get him off his spot, get him to overthink and create turnovers, right? That's what Brent Venables is trying to do here. So if this goes back to if Bama's offensive line and Bama's running backs, here we go again, J.M. Miller, Daniel Hill, A.K. Dearshit, you get them off the leash. If these guys pass pro well and give Ty Simpson that time, this wide receiver core can handle the secondary. But it starts off with you have got to give Simpson time against a defensive front that's one of the best in the nation in terms of bringing the quarterback to the ground.
That would be, that remains to be seen, and I'm hoping, for the best. And then for the last thing, and I'm going to hang up. One, Stephen, I'm just so glad to talk back to you again. It's been a while. I've missed you, but I'm just really glad to have you back, man. Thank you much for taking my call.
Absolutely. Appreciate Daniel right there calling in, man. I'm happy to be back, man. I am thrilled. I am just uberly excited, man, to be back. We're going to go to our next call right here in the queue. Let's see, we got our next call in the queue right here. And you are live on the show. What's happening? How we feeling? State your name. Where you calling from?
It's Jackson Johnson from Meridianville, Alabama. Long time no see, Stephen. How you doing tonight, good buddy?
Man, Jackson, man, my guy from the voice of college football with my other guy, Mark Rogers. Jackson, I'm good, man. I'm happy. I'm humbled to be back doing this platform right here with TDA, man. And everybody's excited about Alabama, Oklahoma. I am too. What's your thought process, Jackson? What are you thinking right now?
Well, I got to say, we got to make sure our run game does just enough magic. Just put a little bit of magic in there, then we're good to go. Make sure that Oklahoma defense does not put any pressure on Ty Simpson. And we have to put a ton of pressure on John Mateer. We do that, we're good to go. And also, November 14th, for those that are tuning in to Touchdown Alabama from In My Own Words with Stephen N. Smith, you'll learn that November 14th is not only a Memorial Day, as it is the return of Stephen N. Smith, the Touchdown Alabama, but also 44 years ago, Bear Bryant got his 314th win, tying Amos Alonzo's stats as Alabama beat the Penn State Media Lions in State College, Pennsylvania on ABC, called by Al Michaels.
There you go. There you have it, folks. My man Jackson, give us some history here behind November 14th. Jackson, man, hey, appreciate you, man. Hey, you enjoyed the game this week, and thank you for calling, brother.
Oh, you're welcome, good buddy. You stay safe and stay warm. It's cold out, and you enjoy the game, man.
Absolutely, my guy Jackson Johnson right there calling into the show here. Appreciate Jackson helping us out here on the show. 205-448-1358 for number to call in. 205-448-1358. That is the number to call in to let your voice be heard on the show. Hit the like button. Hit that subscribe button right now. Daily Super Chat go for tonight, $100. Daily Super Chat go $100 right there. We appreciate that coming from all of you. But taking your phone calls tonight, you got a thought, you got an idea, do not hesitate. Pick up the phone, call that phone line right there, 205-448-1358. Definitely want to hear from all of you. But we're going to go back to the comment section right here to get some of your comments as they are rolling in. I mean, you guys have been phenomenal right now. Let's see here. Let's see. We're going to get to this comment from, let's see here. Here we go. We got J. Cole here. We got J. Cole 4137 right near. My birthday was November 3rd. Had a good one with me and my twin brother from the same mom on the same day. So J. Cole enjoying his birthday there on November 3rd. Some awesome November birthdays. We got Godfather of the SEC, my guy, Waylon. Phone calls, wrench gang. Hey, get the phone calls coming, 205-448-1358 for them to call in to let your voice be made heard here, made known on the show. We got GT18 who writes in, I say utilize Deer, but Jam is still the best back we have in pass pro. Let Daniel Hill keep eating too, but the O-line has to block or none of those guys will be effective. That's the main thing. O-line has got to knock the D-line back and block or none of what we want to have happen will be effective. I want Bama to use Deer, absolutely. Jam Miller's good in pass pro. Daniel Hill's eating right now. But this offensive line, having Cam Dewberry back is good, really good. Putting him with Jaden Roberts. You got Geno Van Mark. You can slide in there, even though there's a lot of times where Geno gets pushed back quite a bit. The main thing, get the best 5 offensive linemen that are going to be physical out there. I mentioned this in a recent video I did for TDA. If you are Chris Kaplivic, the offensive line coach, and your slogan is Juice Squad, bring the juice, somebody on this offensive line better bring some juice. I'm just saying. Somebody's going to have to bring some juice up front on this offensive line and have that mentality. But appreciate GT18 getting us his thoughts right there. We got my guy J. Cole, 4137, dropping that $2 super chat in the bucket down, cooling in the other side of the pillar. J. Cole, 4137, appreciate him helping us out here on the show. My guy Aaron McGuire, 7554. Stephen M. Smith, welcome back. Good to see you tonight, brother. Roll, Todd, roll. Aaron McGuire, happy to be back here, Aaron. Happy to have you in here with me. Absolutely. We got here, oh, man, my girl, Latoya Beasley. Welcome back. Country cousin, missed you. Roll Tide. Latoya's good to be back. Good to be back here on the platform. Latoya also writes back in with, hit the like button, please. And thank you. Hit that thumbs up. And also taking your phone calls tonight. You see the number, 205-448-1358. The number 2, call in to let your voice be made known here on the show. 205-448-1358. Absolutely. Here we go. We got this comment here from Andre called 1793. Andre writes in, we will need the run game to be successful tomorrow. Bama's going to have to run the football against Oklahoma. There's no ifs, there's no ands, there's no buts about that. You got to be able to run the football. You got to be able to line up, go man on man, and run the football and create some ways of creativity to do it. But these backs have got to press the whole north and south, make quick decisions, don't be dancing around. And this offensive line, knock some people back. Knock some people back, get some push, get some physicality, push some folks back here in running this football. We got Trails for all. Oh, yeah. We're back. Roll Tide. Y'all, yeah, Trails, we're back. We're in here. We are in here live and ready to go. Live and ready for action right here. Appreciate Trails. Get us his thoughts here on the show. We got a Roll Tide from Mimi. Give my wife a high five right now. I mean, she is rolling in the comment section. My wife and my daughter here rolling in the comment section. So we got a Roll Tide for my wife here coming in here. Appreciate you, babe. Appreciate you right there. Andre writes back in, welcome back. Miss you, brother. Andre, miss y'all too. Missed every single last one of y'all. Good to be back in here doing this. Let's see here. We got Sweet Home Bama, 24 in here, Roll Tide, Stephen M. Roll Tide, Sweet Home Bama. Happy to have you in here. We got Dom College Football Talk. William Sanders, if my eye serves me correctly, was getting his behind whipped. Yeah, William Sanders had a rough go against LSU. He's a young player. He's a young lineman. He will get better. And, you know, Dom, you know, young college football players, sometimes you're going to have those growing pains. You're going to have those bumps. You're going to have those lumps. It's going to happen. It's ball. It's going to happen. So William had his moments right there. He'll get better. He absolutely will improve as time goes on. And Bama Joe Bye, baby. Roll Tide roll. Cool to see Mr. Smith heating up the mic. Is it that hot? Mic that hot right now? But yeah, Hitting up the mic right now. I appreciate you, Bama. Joe Bob helping us out right there. My wife, again, hit the like button. Y'all heard Babe. Babe said hit the like button. So y'all hit the like button now. You hit the like button now. Show some support here for the show. Here we go. GT18. It's like a family reunion up in here. It is a family reunion, but nobody bring the onions right now. Please don't bring the onions. But it is a family reunion up in here right now, and I am appreciating that. Alex Wilder, 5695 writes in. Man, it's so good to see you again, Stephen Roll Tide. Hey, Alex, good to see you again, man. Good to see all of you in the comment section right now. Once again, that all phone lines are open right now. Phone lines open, 205-448-1358. Number to call in, 205-448-1358. Phone lines open right now. Flowing. But it's good to see you two again, Alex. Let's see here. We go back to my guy, Christian Hills. Skyline, Christian Hills. Right in. Roll Tide, Stephen M. Welcome back. Welcome back. Well, Christian, good to be back here. And good to be back here with all of you, the Bama football fans here. Oh, man, Jay Walker's Roll Tide, Skyline. Hey, y'all see it, baby? Skyline is back. Full effect here. I still don't know what city this is. That's a crime shame. I still have no idea what city this is behind me, but the skyline is back. Absolutely. Jay Walker also writes in, Steven, we missed you. Missed you guys too. 100%. We got here, Damian Owens writes in. Damian Owens, the O-line is 10% of the problem. Our running backs are scared to run. They're not hitting the hole the way they should. They like to skip sideways. Damon, I agree with you, Damon Owens. I agree with you. The offensive line has its role, but these backs, you got to press and hit the hole. Press, hit it, get north and south in terms of getting yardage. Not this east-west nonsense. Get north and south here for this yardage. Let's go here. Alex Wilder writes back in. Steven, serious question. Though with Pierre playing like he is, do we put him and Quay Russo both on the field? Quay Russo is a beast too. See, Alex, now you're asking the legit question here because I don't want to mess with what Yanze's got going on. Yanze is on fire. I put up a tweet yesterday. Yanze's numbers and comparing to his cousin, Courtney Upshaw, former Alabama linebacker, two-time national champion, All-SEC, first team, All-American first team back in 2011. I put together their numbers, right? Yanze's numbers this year are eerily similar to Courtney Upshaw's numbers in 2011. Eerily similar. Yanze's got 31 tackles this year, 9.5 of those for loss, 6 sacks, 8 quarterback hurries, 3 forced fumbles. You don't want to mess with that, Pippin. You don't want to mess with it. But at the same time, injecting another pass rusher who's healthy back on the field in Quay Russo, that's tempting. You kind of want to do it because you kind of want to maximize all of your efforts to get after John Mateer. Because as good as he is passing, he's much more better running. It's a legit question, Alex. And because that Quay Russo is so ahead of schedule and he's a game time decision for tomorrow, if Quay in warmups is like, I'm going, they're not going to keep him off the field. They're not going to keep him off the field. So there he is. But appreciate you, Alex, for that thought there. Christian Hughes, I'm looking for my man, Ephraim. It's time for the Skyline crew back together. I'm looking for Ephraim too. Is he in the comment section? Hey, Christian, get Ephraim back. Get Ephraim in the comment section, bro. Get Ephraim back in here. Skyline crew is in here, though. Here we go. Trails for all right here. Man, y'all better hit that like button if you want our run game to explode. Trails for all says you better hit the like button if you want the run game to absolutely explode here. Let's go. Dom, college football talk. Freddie Roach isn't going anywhere. Are you cray-cray? And that's the response to Jay Walker. Cap and Freddie got to go. Moving party at the end of the season. Also, I'll say this. Freddie has actually produced this season. Like, you look at what he's done with Keon Keeley, getting him to do some things. James Smith's doing some things. LT Overton's having a good year. Jordan Renaud's doing some stuff. Like, Freddie's doing some good stuff. Now, Coach Kaplivic, I'm looking side-eyed toward him right now. But Freddie, and I know I put a lot on Freddie. I put a lot of pressure on Freddie. I will admit to it. I put a lot of pressure on Freddie. But Freddie this year has actually turned the corner a little bit. So I would not put Freddie on the pack-out moving. Coach Cap, I kind of look at him side-eyed a little bit. But I wouldn't put Freddie on the chopping block. I would not do that right there. Jay Easy, 1, 2, 3, 4 right in. Ryan Grubb better not disappoint me. It's not on Grubb. All Grubb can do is scheme it up, scheme it out, call the plays, and design them up. It takes execution on behalf of the players and on behalf of the position coaches coaching up these players to get that done. So it's not all 100% on Ryan Grubb. Not all 100%, but I appreciate Jay Easy for your thoughts right there. Alex Wilder writes here, yeah, true. We don't really know how Q Raw is going to do after that injury. You don't, but what's crazy, Alex, is how Russo prepared in his rehab back. The guy was so ahead of schedule. So while you don't know how he's going to look, at the same time, it's like, man, I'm telling you, you definitely want to have Quay, on that field. We got my guy Keith Holcomb in here. Keith Holcomb, right in Roll Tide, y'all. Roll Tide to you, Keith. Let's see here. Dom College Football, thank you. Freddie got to go. It's crazy. Like, I would say this. I had my concerns about Freddie. I'm the first one that will raise my hand. I had my concerns. Real talk. I had mine. But Freddie has started to really turn that corner in terms of not just recruiting, but now coaching and developing these guys. Because people were starting to say Keon Keeley was a bust. Now Keon Keeley's out there doing some stuff. James Smith's out there doing some stuff. Jordan Renaud's out there doing some stuff. Edric Hill's out there doing some stuff. Big old London Simmons, the freshman's out there doing some stuff. So Freddie's doing his job. Freddie is doing his job now. Let's see. My man, Godfather of the SEC, Waylon, the D-line is looking good this year. The D-line's turned the corner. They've turned the corner. Freddie has turned the corner. This D-line has turned a corner. Alex Wilder writes in, man, at this point, we should just try all of our running backs and see what sticks. What the heck happened to Richard Young? Just ghosted. I hate what's happened to Richard Young. I feel like he's kind of been given up on, literally. I feel like Rich has kind of been given up on. And what I hate the most is when he got passed up by Kevin Riley and Daniel Hill, my mind just went to this brother's going to hit the portal, man. And I hate it, but I think Rich is going to hit the portal. I really do, because it goes back to when you get hurt at Alabama and the number 2, the number 3, the number 4 guy on the roster is just as good as you, if not better than you, it is so hard to get back, man. It's hard. And it's been hard on Rich. And I hate it for him. It's been hard on Rich. But I truly feel like he may end up hitting the portal. But appreciate all of you guys getting your thoughts here on the show. Blessed 50 budgets writing in. The fact that the offense and defense have not clicked at the same time is scary. But when they finally do, I feel sorry for any team because, I'm telling you, when this offense and this defense both click at the same time, all of college football, just look out, man. All of college football, keep your head on a swivel. All of college football, because when this thing clicks at the same time, it is going to be absolutely scary. It's going to be scary, man. It's going to be scary. Christian Hughes writes in, I think Coach Roach has leveled up this season. I think so. Yes, I think he has. And I got to say, I had my concerns about Freddie. I did. But he's turned the corner. I can admit it. He's turned the corner. Like, this defensive line is playing good football right now. This defensive line is playing good football, and I'm proud of it. And I'm absolutely proud here of these guys right now. Once again, 205-448-1358. But I'm going to call in to get your voice be heard on the show. 205-448-1358. I definitely want to hear from each and every last one of you. We got Jay Easy. I want to see AK Deer. That's been the popular name right now. Want to see AK Deer get back out there, get back into it, get back active. Absolutely. Christian Hughes, question for me. How is Jalen Hale doing? Jalen Hale is doing well. It's so much talent in front of him. Jalen Hale is doing good, but it's like when you've got Jeremy Bernard in front of you, Ryan Williams in front of you, Isaiah Horton in front of you, Lonnie Brooks in front. It's hard, man. It's hard for Jalen Hale. And that's another one where I don't want him to hit the portal. I don't want to see Jalen Hale go in there. I really want to see him become special at Alabama. I don't want to see Jalen Hale leave this program. I really don't. But there's so many people ahead of him right now, and that's kind of just the aim of the game right now. Let's see here. My guy, Scott J, 1911, my boy. Scott J. Steve is back, y'all. Good hearing you explain it. Both lines need to dominate. Yes, both lines of scrimmage have to dominate against Oklahoma. And we'll get to the defense a little bit later. Defense is going to be a little bit later. But both lines of scrimmage need to dominate. Absolutely. You are correct right there. What could I say about T.M. Keenan? Keenan, leader. Keenan coming back from the injury, leader, efficient. You saw him against South Carolina, forcing that fumble there, helping Deontay Lawson out with that. Keenan's having a good year in the middle of that defense, and you're going to need him in the middle of that defense, pushing the pile back, stopping Oklahoma's run game, and most importantly, helping to get to John Mateer there. Oh, man, my guy, Sin City Boy goes, brothers, good to see you back on the show where you need to be. Hey, Sin City Bama boy, hey, I'm happy to be back, man. I'm happy to be back right here with all of you guys talking Bama football. Let's see here. Jay Easy, you want to know who disappeared? Jalen Mbakwe, he vanished. Mbakwe's on special teams. It goes back to you got so much talent on the field at wide receiver ahead of him, right? I feel like he should have stayed at corner. Bach should have stayed at corner, but he chose to go to wide receiver, which was his choice, his call there. And so you got so much talent in front of you. Still a young player, so you know what? You just gotta. He's gonna have to continue to grind. He's gonna have to continue to push. Maybe next year will be his year. Let's see here. Trishane writes in. They have Derek Meadows out there. Why not Hale? That's a good question, Trishane. I know Derek Meadows has been out there this season. I know he got that big injury earlier in the year. Derek Meadows being 6'5", they like the height, they like the size, they like the potential, but I would like to see them put Jalen Hale more so out there for real. I would like to see Jalen Hale more so out there for real. I mean, for real. Absolutely. Let's see here. City writes in, Steve, what happened to the elephant ball, man? What happened to the elephant ball? Oh, wow. Man, look, I'm saying, it comes back to having that aggressiveness, Sin City, having that aggressiveness, wanting to put people on their butts, man, wanting to put people on their bottoms, man, wanting to do that, wanting to be physical, man. It comes back to the want to. Do you want to be physical? Do you want to be dynamic? Do you want to impose your will on the opposition? And Kalen DeBoer this season, he's gotten into this sharkish mentality of being able to find ways to win, and I like that. But you want to have that dominance. You want to have that physicality. I'm telling you, you got to have that physicality. You got to have that physicality. You got to have that toughness. You got to have that mindset. But 205-448-1358. But I'm going to call in to let your voice be made known. If you got a thought, the number right here at the bottom of the screen, 205-448-1358. One more time, 205-448-1358. That is the number right there. if you're ready to call in to let your voice be made known, as you're getting your thoughts prepared to call in here, we're going to move the topic to here of the conversation, and that's, the Tide defense ready to dominate Oklahoma. We heard earlier in the week, Kane Womack talked about being Arbuckle's offense in Oklahoma. Kane Womack, for lack of a better term, said, hey, we got our butts kicked. we got our butts kicked. I mean, Kane Womack just came out, we got destroyed. And we got to go out there and be physical and handle this business here against the Sooners, because Oklahoma is going to come in here with the mindset of, we beat you last year in Norman. We out-physicaled you last year in Norman. We dropped 28 on your skull last year in Norman. You only put up 3. We rushed for over 300 yards on y'all in Norman. Our quarterback at that time, Jackson Arnold, who's at Auburn now, only attempted 9 pass attempts, 9, and we beat you in Norman, and we knocked you out of college football playoff contention in Norman, right? Oklahoma is going to come down to Tuscaloosa with that mindset of, we are going to do it to you again. And this Alabama defense, you cannot have that. You got to be physical. You've got to be the aggressor from start to finish here against the Sooners. You've got to be the aggressor. And you've got to come after John Mateer. I know he had dealt with a hand injury, but he played against Oklahoma. He played against Texas in the Red River game. He played against Ole Miss this season. You know Mateer is going to play. You know he's locked in for this game. Coming into the season, he was one of those guys in the Heisman conversation. Mateer was. So you know he's going to want to go out there and ball out. Also, Oklahoma knows it has to win this game to continue its college football playoff life, right? Alabama, you have every postseason accolade in front of you. You have postseason postseason goal ahead of you, right? So for Alabama, you still have a shot to go to Atlanta to play for the SEC championship. Bama, you still have a shot to go to the college football playoff and make a run and compete for a national title. Bama, you still have a shot to get Ty Simpson to New York for the Heisman Trophy presentation. All of this is in front of you. But it starts with taking care of Oklahoma defensively, getting after John Mateer. And this is the reason why this is such a big game for Alabama's defensive line. This is a big game for Tim Keenan, for London Simmons, for James Smith, for Edric Hill, for Jordan Renard, for LT Overton, for Keon Keeley. This is a big game for those dudes up front. Yes, you add Quay Russo, Yanze Pierre in that mix as well. But the dudes up front, this is a massive game for them. Massive. Why? They've got to shut down this run game. They got to shut it down, and you've got to make John Mateer feel and look absolutely uncomfortable out there on that field. Because if he's comfortable out there, it's going to be a long night. It's going to be a long game. So for Kane Womack, all week, the focus has been getting out there and being absolutely physical against Oklahoma. The good thing is, in terms of Kane Womack, we've seen him time and time again this season have this defense make critical plays, make crucial plays, get big-time takeaways, get big-time turnovers when it mattered most. You go back to against Tennessee. Huge interception by Xavier Brown. Big play right there. Huge strip sack by Yanze Pierre. Big play there against Tennessee. You go back to LSU with a strip sack by Yanze Pierre in that game. The Kai Hill Green punching the ball out there against LSU. You go back to South Carolina. Day Jones, Deshaun Jones, pick 6. Tim Keenan, Deontay Lawson helping to strip the ball away from Lenora Sellers and recovering it for the Crimson Tide. There's been so many points this season. The defense under Kane Womack has made big plays. You're asking him to do it again. You're asking this defense to do it again. You're asking this group to come out there with their hair on physical fire again, going up against Oklahoma, which I'm excited for this game. This defense goes out there and takes care of business. This defense goes out there, forces turnovers, gets some sacks, limit Oklahoma's run game. Then this defense will be prepared to dominate Oklahoma. That's just my feelings right there. Those are just my thoughts here. But that's just my thoughts on Bama taking on Oklahoma. Bama defense got to be dominant here against the Sooners. But we're going to go to another break here, folks. When we get back, we return to the phone. We return to the comment section to grab your comments and get your phone calls. 205-448-1358. The number to call in, 205-448-1358. We're back. We want to get to your phone calls. We want to hear from you right after this.
You an Alabama fan?
I sure am, Roll Tide.
Do you have the TDA app to stay up to date with Alabama football news?
No, I don't.
Well, you're not a real Alabama fan, are you, buddy?
If you're a true Alabama football fan, you should have this app. Get all of your Crimson Tide updates, news, and information all in one app with notifications sent straight to your phone. The TDA app, the app for Alabama football fans.
Thank you for tuning in. Show your support right now by clicking that like button. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button now and enable all notifications to make sure you don't ever miss any of the best Alabama football news, notes, and information right here on Touchdown Alabama.
All right. We're back into the action here, folks, from the break. Hottest show on the streets, back. In my own words, yours truly, Stephen Smith of TDA. That daily super chat go, $100 daily. Super chat go, $100 right there. Appreciate that from all of you. I am so happy to be back doing this. So thrilled, excited to be back doing the show. And want to hear from you guys. 205-448-1358. And I'm going to call in to let your voice be made known. Phone number at the bottom of the screen there. Y'all see that. 205-448-1358. And one more time, 205-448-1358. Appreciate you guys hitting the like button and hitting the subscribe button as well, making this your one-stop shop for all things Bama football. But we get to some of your comments here. My God, DP, not Dr. Pepper, Don Parker. He's back. Referring to me. Appreciate you, DP. Don Parker helping us out here on the show. We got my girl Faith Thomas, 1749. Hey, y'all, at Touchdown Alabama. I got to send a shout out to the cheer team. I have to say it, but if Bama wants to be Bama football, they got to look to the cheerleaders. Have to say it. Look, all right, now, cheer team's important, Faith. You're right. Cheer team is important. And speaking of cheering, you, the fans, you got to be in Bryant Denny packing that sucker out, making a whole bunch of noise to frustrate, offset the timing of Oklahoma. Absolutely. Appreciate Faith for those thoughts right there. Keith Holcomb writes in, the running problems go all the way back to the later Saban days. True, Keith, true. You are correct at that point, Keith. Appreciate that. At Lake_show24, we are back. Yes, Lake, we're back. We are back. We are back in business right here. We are back in business. Melissa Fritz, 8648, comes with, we are the fans, not the players. Right. We're the fans. We are the fans. We are the consumers of the product. We have thoughts. We have opinions. No, though, we are not the players. We are not. Appreciate Melissa there for her thought right there. Don Parker, big shout out to the Skyline crew. We see this, man. We back. Skyline crew in here. We are in here tonight. Alex Wilder writes in, Bama ain't worried about OU or that ugly wagon. Oh, man, taking shots at the wagon, Alex. Alex is coming from the tightrope, taking shots there at the Sooner Schooner. Dog! Sooner Schooner catching strays, man. Appreciate Alex for giving his thoughts here on the show. Andre Call writes in, if I'm the center, I will tell all the linemen, if you ain't going to get physical, stay on the bench. If not, I'll ask the coach to take you out mindset. Look, if I'm Parker Brailsford, I'm getting this offensive line on one accord. If you ain't bringing no physicality, if you ain't bringing no juice this week, sit down. I mean, when these young bucks get in here. If you ain't bringing no juice, sit down and let one of these young bucks get in here. I'm just saying. Don Parker writes here, Bama is going to need to be. Bama's going to have to run the football. They're going to have to be physical, straight up 100%. We got Gucci Todd, Blue Wrench Gang in the house. So Blue Wrench Gang is here. We got the Blue Wrench Gang, the wrenches. They are all in here. Bama's going to have to stop the run, Don Parker, and get the run game going offensively. They got to stop the run defensively. Got to get pressure to John Mateer, make him uncomfortable. But they got to also run the football as well. Jay Walker writes in, Hill Green should have a big game, him and Justin Jefferson. Nakai Hill Green, because of his ability against the run, should have a whale of a game against Oklahoma. And Justin Jefferson, his ability to go sideline to sideline and lay some people out, he should have a whale of a game against Oklahoma. I would agree. We got Coach Al in here. Alex Wilder shouting out Coach Al. Coach Al, we got Al right here shouting out Latoya. What's up here? So we got Coach Al in the building. Gotta love Coach Al. I appreciate him being a part of the show. We got here, Keith writes in, JT has to be a big boost to the D-line as well. And look, everybody playing has got to be a big boost here on this defensive line and being the Crimson Tide here. Everybody's going to be a big boost here up front. We got my guy Gucci Todd with that $2 donation. Gucci Todd dropping it in the bucket there. That's $2. Welcome back to the Blue Ridge Gang. So appreciate Gucci Todd helping us out. He also says, where's Jimmy Clay? Give Jimmy some time. Give my man Jimmy Clay some time. He'll be back in here. Alex Wilder, what is my score projection? My score projection for this game. I've battled with this one. Give me 35 for Bama, Oklahoma 14. 35-14, Bama over Oklahoma, 35-14. I think OU gets 2 touchdowns, but that's it. We're going to actually go to the call crew. We got some calls in here. We take this call right now. Guess what, baby? You are live on the show. We're back. What's happening? How we feeling? State your name. Where you calling from?
Steven, it's Dom. Dom, calling from Minnesota. How's it going?
Dom, I'm doing great, man. Doing fantastic. How about yourself?
I'm doing great, man. It's great to hear you back, man.
Man, it's great to be back. I'm thankful to be back. I can't tell you how full of joy I am if you can't feel the expression of emotion of joy coming off my face here. But Don, how you feeling right now?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm excited about tomorrow. I just wanted to make up a point. I really hope that, I feel like this. Alabama really needs to level up this game.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to happen against LSU coming off the bye week. I thought that they needed to get some guys, who were banged up back. And I really thought that we were going to really level up and really execute to the level we know Alabama can execute to. But I think, they're going to have to bring their A game against OU. This is the time where they really have to execute and show that they're the best 4 teams in the country. Because right now, from an execution standpoint, they're not looking like it, in my opinion.
Well, Dom, you are correct. They have to execute. That's right. They've got to execute. They got to play sound football. You can't have bad penalties. And offensively for Alabama, you got to get off to a fast start. You can't have no more of these slow starts. You got off slow against South Carolina. You got off slow against LSU. You cannot have a slow start if you're Ryan Grubb. Ryan Grubb, Ty Simpson, this offense, they got to come out of the gate firing. And then defensively, of course, you got to execute in terms of Kane Womack finding ways to not only get after John Mateer and make him uncomfortable and get him on the ground, but also set the edge in this run game and stopping the run. Because Oklahoma, as I mentioned, they're going to go back to, we rushed for over 300 on y'all, and we can do it again. So Alabama defensively, you've got to set the edge. You got to make Mateer absolutely uncomfortable all night long. offensively for Alabama, you got to start fast.
Yeah. Well, that's been the notion right now is, Alabama nor Oklahoma doesn't have a great run game. That's what I'm hearing from the commentators around the sports talk right now, that neither one of these teams have a great run game.
Right.
So, we're hoping that, these guys can come out and execute. And one thing I want to see too, and this is my last point, Ty Simpson being the number 2 dual threat quarterback coming out of that 2022 class, I really want to see him take off into the open grass a little bit more and understand how to move the chains with his legs sometimes. What do you think about that?
You know what? With Ty Dom, it goes back to guys like Bryce Young, right? It goes back to guys like Bryce, and it goes back to guys like Tua in a sense to where they want to show they are a great passer to the point where when there's green grass in front of you, it's okay to take off and run. It's okay. There were so many times during Bryce Young's career at Alabama where Bryce wanted to make a play so badly throwing, there's green grass, and we as fans are going, run, Bryce, run, son, go, take off. And Bryce is like, I'm just gonna sit back here and dance and Steph Curry 2-step and try to pass. Run it, Bryce, run it. And the same thing with Tua. I mean, there were so many times in my coverage of Tua where Tua would have green grass, Tua would just take off. So that's the thing with Ty. When Ty wants to run, Ty runs. I would like to see him show that dual threat ability a bit more, but it's just about the more that you do it, the more you become comfortable. He just has to become more comfortable doing it.
Absolutely. Well, Steven, man, welcome back, brother. Thanks for taking my call, man, and can't wait to hear you tomorrow after the big win from Alabama. Roll Tide, brother.
Absolutely. Appreciate Dom calling in right there. Appreciate him helping us out here on the show. We're going to go to this call right here. Guess what? You are live on the show. What's happening? How we feeling? State your name. Where you calling from?
Well, Stephen, we're back in the saddle again. It's El Presidente. How you feeling? Good?
Let's go! We are back in the saddle, man, live, really back here in the saddle, and so thankful for this, man. So thankful and so appreciative of this moment to be back doing this with everybody. I mean, with everybody. Waylon, how you feeling right now?
Well, I'm feeling good. Maybe tomorrow evening about this time I'll be feeling a whole lot better with another victory under our arm, because Alabama holds their destiny in their own hands. They don't need to lose the game tomorrow or another game and leave that destiny, into the playoff committee's hands. They hold it. They can do what they want to now. Win over Oklahoma, 1 point, 3 touchdowns. Eastern Illinois, go down to Auburn. That's not going to be no easy game either, I don't think. But, it's always scary going down to Auburn. I've been a few times, and I suggest if you're an Alabama fan, just put on some other kind of shirt, because you might get somebody might throw a plate of funnel cake at you or a Coca-Cola one. But anyway, it's the defensive line you're talking about, Freddie Rose. The defensive line to me, has really improved every game.
Absolutely, they have.
Last week. They have, and what I looked at a little bit was the offensive line. They didn't shift as many people in and out on the offensive line, seemed like last week, as they've been doing. I think, DeBoer might have told them, okay, you the 5 guys, this is it. So you either win, lose, or draw. And I'm kind of like you, that swapping in and out on the offensive line, sometimes it makes me a little nervous, don't you?
It makes me very nervous, because you don't allow the 5 guys that you trust to build continuity and gel with each other. I mean, I understand the 2 tackles, the right and the left tackle, they're kind of on an island by themselves doing their own thing, but you certainly want continuity with the 3 guys in the phone booth, and that's the tandem of center guard. You want those 3 to know each other like the back of their left hand, right? Because they're in that phone booth together. They're run blocking together. They're mashing and mauling together. They're pass blocking together. So when you have a group of five, and in particular the three in the middle at guard, center guard, you want that continuity to be in place.
Oh yeah, you gotta have it. So maybe they're jetting a little bit more. Maybe they can bust the run game open a little bit against Oklahoma. Oklahoma's run game isn't too good either. You look at it on paper, but so always glad to hear your voice. I'm glad you're back in the saddle. I was excited when I got the phone call telling me that you was going to be back. The show was coming back. You know, I found a great place to go. You know what? While you was going over with the Alabama at the Boys of College Football with Mark Rogers, and they're great people. And they're always on our show, and we're on their show. So we got a lot of great people in here tonight. Blue Ridge Gang, you're always looking good, feel good, sending in the donations, the calls, everything. You know, we love each and every one of you, and we'll catch you again. You're gonna start doing your show Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays now. Is that correct?
That is correct, man. That is correct there, Waylon.
All right, then. We'll catch you then. Well, we'll catch you maybe after the victory tomorrow. We need this victory, need it bad, and then I think Eastern, you know, will have us a little easy game, get some more people playing time, then go down to Auburn, and maybe we'll get an SEC championship victory. Maybe we'll get in the playoff, and we'll see how far we go. We want another national championship, Alabama. That's what we're looking for. All right, I love all y'all. I'll catch y'all again. Have a safe weekend. Enjoy the games tomorrow, and we'll catch y'all Monday evening on In My Own Words with Stephen M. Smith. Bye-bye, everyone.
Absolutely. That's my guy right there, Waylon, the president, calling in, giving us his thoughts here on the show as we're about to wind some things down here. Appreciate everybody calling tonight. Daily Super Chat Go, $100. Daily Super Chat Go, $100 right there. Don Parker dropping in 5 in the 8-track, baby. Paid in full. Parker with that $5 donation. Welcome back, Steven. We got the 8-track and the Skyline crew. So, hey, you're doing good. If you get the 8-track and the Skyline crew, I got to say this. You are doing good. Absolutely. We got another $2 donation from Gucci Todd. Have a $2 from Gucci Todd. Appreciate him helping us out here on the show. And it's so good. It's awesome to be back with all of you. It is awesome to be back with all of you, man. I mean, everybody get your appreciate all of you guys getting your comments in, getting your phone calls in, getting your thoughts in. Hey, get your score projections into the chat line right now. Get your score projections in there. Definitely want to be able to look at some of those, but get your score projections in there. But as we get into right now, the final topic of discussion here as we wind things down and close this thing on out here. So Bama's got 2 defensive players that are game time decisions for tomorrow. 2 defensive players here. One as a pass rusher, as an edge rusher, the other as a defensive back. I'm referring to Quay Russaw and Deshaun Jones. They're both game time decisions. And it'll be huge if Alabama can have both of them. Quay Russaw in terms of inserting another pass rusher back into this defense that has really begun to tick upward in terms of sacks, in terms of pressures, getting to the quarterback, that kind of thing. Inserting Quay Russaw back would be huge there for Alabama. Deshaun Jones, in a sense of just his experience at that Husky position. Now, Red Morgan played his tail off against LSU. Red Morgan looked great out there. And I've always been high on Red. I mean, young man, former 4-star from Central Phoenix City High School. I've always been high on Red Morgan. And the more reps you get him, the better he's going to be. The more reps you provide for him, the more dynamic he's going to be in the secondary, right? He comes up, he's physical, he hits, he wraps up, he tackles, he's instinctive, he covers well. Love Red Morgan. But you also have the experience of Deshaun Jones in there. So both guys, game time decisions. I think if both go to Kalen DeBoer and they're like, hey, coach, we're ready, we're prepared, we can go, both will play. Both will play. I mean, if they look good in warm-ups, if they're prepared in warm-ups, if they're set to go in warm-ups, but I think both will play against Oklahoma this weekend here on tomorrow inside Bryant-Denny. But folks, I mean, what a show. So happy to be back. So happy for you guys to have me back. I mean, appreciate everybody in the comment section. Yes, Red Morgan's a physical dog, dumb college football talk. I agree with you right there. Anybody heard Dre Kirkpatrick Jr.? Dre Jr. is suspended indefinitely by Kagan DeBoer. That indefinitely could be to the end of the season. We don't know. But I'll say this on the Dre Jr. situation. I'll keep it at this. This is a young man that has never been in any trouble before. Very, very, very good young man in Dre Jr. that just got himself in a bad situation. And we all get ourselves in bad situations sometimes. And knowing Big Dre, because I covered Big Dre in the Saban era, Big Dre is telling Jr., son, what are you trying to accomplish? What are you trying to be? Are you trying to go pro? Or do you want to have a successful collegiate career? That if you want to do those things, we can't do these extracurricular things that get us in trouble. I know Big Dre is talking to Junior right now. I know he is. I know he is. So I think Dre Jr. is going to be okay. I think Dre is going to learn from this situation. He is. We know during the Saban era, I knew when players messed up what Saban would do. He would chew you out. He would send you to Coach TJ, Coach Terry Jones, and Coach Terry Jones would have you doing some stuff inside the weight room that you didn't want to do, but you had to do. And Coach Saban would take the approach of, we're handling things internally. What did that mean? Police ride-alongs, speaking to kids, turn this thing around and bring the positive out of it, which is encouraging the next generation. So I know that from the Saban era. What does that look like in the Kagan DeBoer era? I don't know. But what I do know is Big Dre is having those conversations with Junior, and I think Dre Jr. is going to be okay. He is going to learn from the situation. That's just my thoughts on that situation. And I will keep it up right there. But that's going to do it for the first time, the first night, the show being back. Appreciate every last one of you for helping us come back, for making this possible. Love each and every last one of you guys. As I sign off here, as always, husbands, love your wives. Be good to them. Wives, be good to those husbands there. Children, do what you got to do to get the work done in school. We know Thanksgiving is coming up, but still, get that work done in school. Get yourself those 3 hearty meals a day, those 3 great laughs a day. You protect yourself. You protect the loved ones around you. Till next time, folks, God bless all of you. I love all of you. And until next time, roll tide. This has been In My Own Words.